Why Gianna Mackey's return would be perfect for Chicago Fire Season 14. The Chicago Fire universe is no stranger to shakeups, but the revolving door of characters in recent seasons has left fans longing for stability and familiar faces. With key departures like Blake Gallo, Alberto Rosand, Sylvie Brett, Kara Kilmer, and possibly even Violet Mikami, Hanako Greensmith on the horizon, Firehouse 51 is in desperate need of a stabilizing force. Enter Gianna Mackey, Adrienne Ray, whose brief but impactful tenure in Season 9 left the door wide open for a comeback. Mackey's unfinished storylines. Though Mackey's exit was abrupt, her character never truly felt finished. Unlike other departures that were tied to dramatic deaths or bitter exits, Mackey left on good terms for career growth. That means her return wouldn't require messy retcons or convoluted explanations. She simply took a promotion at Firehouse 33, but as we've seen in Chicago Fire, promotions don't always last. The Season 13 finale hinted at CFD budget cuts, which could force the closure of smaller firehouses, including 33. If that happens, Mackey could find herself reassigned, and we're better than back to 51. The show has already established that Firehouse 51 is a family, and Mackey was very much a part of that. Her return wouldn't just fill a paramedic vacancy, it would bring back a character with deep emotional ties to the house, especially to Joe Cruz, Joe Menoso, who treated her like a little sister. A paramedic void needs filling. With Sylvie Brett gone, and Violet Mikami's future uncertain, thanks to that cliffhanger kiss with Carver, Ambulance 61 is in flux. If Violet follows Carver to Denver, or if their relationship complicates her role at 51, the paramedic team will be down yet another key player. Mackey, who was already being groomed for leadership before her exit, could step back in as Pikey, paramedic in charge, seamlessly filling the gap. Her dynamic with Brett was one of the show's strongest paramedic partnerships, and while Brett is no longer around, Mackey could bring that same energy to a new partnership, perhaps with a fresh face, or even reigniting her old camaraderie with the remaining crew. Her no-nonsense yet compassionate approach to the job made her a standout, and in a season likely to focus on restructuring and resilience, her steady presence would be invaluable. Personal stakes and unresolved relationships. Mackey's relationships at 51 weren't just professional, they were deeply personal. Her bond with Cruz was one of the most heartfelt connections in the show, and her brief romance with Gallo left fans wanting more. While Gallo is no longer at 51, his exit was open-ended, meaning a future return isn't off the table. If Mackey comes back, the show could explore whether their connection still lingers, especially if Gallo makes a surprise visit. Then there's her friendship with Stella Kidd, Miranda Ray Mayo, who encouraged her to take the promotion in the first place. Kidd has stepped into a leadership role herself, and seeing her mentor Mackey further, especially if Mackey struggles with the fallout of Firehouse 33's closure, would be a compelling storyline. Why now is the perfect time? Season 13 was a roller coaster for Firehouse 51, with personal betrayals, near-death experiences, and emotional goodbyes. Season 14 needs to recenter the show on its core theme: family. Bringing back a beloved character like Mackey would reinforce that idea, reminding viewers, and the characters themselves, that no matter who comes and goes, 51 is home. Adrienne Ray has remained active in the industry since leaving Chicago Fire, and with no public indication that she's opposed to returning, the opportunity is there. Derek Haas's past comments about leaving the door open for Mackey suggest the creative team hasn't forgotten her. They're just waiting for the right moment. How it could happen? The setup is almost too easy. Firehouse 33 shuts down. The CFD budget cuts force closures, and Mackey is displaced. Violet's exit, whether she leaves with Carver or for another reason. Ambulance 61 needs a new lead. Cruz reaches out. Knowing she's without a house, Cruz convinces Bowden to bring her back to 51. No dramatic twists, no unnecessary tragedy. just a natural homecoming. And in a season that will already be dealing with enough upheaval, a smooth, emotionally satisfying return is exactly what Chicago Fire needs. Final thoughts. Gianna Mackey's departure was one of the few that didn't feel like an ending. It felt like a pause. Her potential return isn't just wishful thinking. It's a narrative no-brainer. With so many characters leaving, Firehouse 51 needs someone who already understands its heartbeat. Mackey does. Now, it's just a matter of making it happen.